That'll be $1,500 for your VIP table ticket. I gazed at my son's message for a solid minute. Just 2 days earlier, I'd sent him my complete Purple Heart disability savings. $85,000. Funds I'd gained from losing my left leg in a Vietnamese rice paddy 53 years back. Now, John wanted me to shell out to see him honored as Patriot Entrepreneur of the Year. I set down my phone, headed to my closet, and retrieved something untouched for 20 years. My army dress uniform, still crisp, still honorable. The left pant leg folded up where my artificial limb connects to my remaining thigh. John had no clue what was ahead. You see, my son constructed his defense firm empire using my hard-earned blood money. Tonight at the Pentagon Gala, with C-SPAN cameras capturing it all, he was set to discover the true price of loyalty to country. Let me guide you back to the beginning of this tale. My name is Henry Carter. Pals call me Henry. I'm 67 years old and I've been receiving Purple Heart disability payments for 46 years. $2,833 each month. Not a fortune, but it accumulated. I lost my left leg on May 15, 1971 in Da Nang province. Triggered a landmine while dragging my injured radio operator to cover. The explosion claimed everything below my knee and much of my hearing in my right ear. I endured 8 months in military hospitals, relearning to walk. But this narrative isn't focused on my combat days. It's centered on my son, John. John Carter, CEO of Patriot Tech Systems, 41 years old, self-made millionaire, as per every business publication that's featured him, including that Forbes piece where he labeled himself a second-generation patriot crafting future defense innovations. Second-generation patriot, huh? What those outlets miss is that John's firm was launched with my Purple Heart funds. Every last cent. 3 months prior, John phoned me about this amazing chance. His tone buzzed with enthusiasm. Dad, I must grow the production unit. We're eyeing a $23 million worth in 2 years, but I require startup cash, $85,000 for the first machinery buy. I'd hoarded that sum for 30 years. Every disability payout, less what covered rent, groceries, and prosthetic upkeep. It was meant as my safety net, perhaps to fund assisted living down the road. But this was my son, my soul kid, and he spoke of creating vital things, defense advancements, aiding troops. I'll handle it, I said without pause. The wire transfer cleared on a Tuesday morning. $85,000 from my Wells Fargo account to Patriot Tech Systems LLC. The clerk, a young lady named Olivia Brooks, actually inhaled sharply at the figure. That's quite a sum, Mr. Carter. You certain about this? I was certain. I felt pride. 2 days on, John texted that. But here's what truly stings. Here's what you must grasp about Patriot Tech Systems and my son's self-built triumph narrative. I investigated after receiving that message. It emerges John's firm doesn't merely produce defense innovations. They focus on prosthetics for injured vets. Cutting-edge titanium replacements for soldiers missing limbs from Iraq and Afghanistan. The irony cuts deep enough to slice through steel. My son rakes in millions vending fake limbs to veterans, funded by cash from a vet who sacrificed his own limb for this nation. The Pentagon deals alone hit $156 million yearly. John's outfit manufactures the exact prosthetic style I use daily. Mine set the VA back $15,000 in 1971. John's model bills the Pentagon $43,000 per piece. And each of those transactions links back to my Purple Heart disability stash. But hold on, it escalates. I delved further into John's public remarks. Uncovered a video chat he had with Defense Technology Review last month. He's perched in his sleek corner suite in a $2,000 outfit, discussing his goals for veteran support. At Patriot Tech Systems, he declares, staring straight at the lens. We grasp sacrifice since we've experienced it. My family has real investment. Actual investment. My investment, my limb, my blood. The host inquires about his history, his drive for founding the firm. "I've always aimed to support those who protect us," John states. "It's close to home for me. I've witnessed our heroes' struggles, and I sought to create something that respects their dedication." The guy omits me entirely, skips the $85,000, ignores that his whole operation stemmed from his dad's disability payouts. Instead, he highlights his business foresight and fresh take on veteran aid. "Self-made, sure. 2 days post my full handover, my son figured I didn't merit a complimentary spot at his victory feast. But the harshest revelation hit when I located John's firm registration papers. They're open records via the Secretary of State's site. Patriot Tech Systems launched on the precise day my transfer processed. Identical day. The starting capital noted in the submission. $85,000. My $85,000.
But here's the true stunner. Per the files, the company lists one initial backer as Private Individual Veteran Disability Compensation Funds. That's me. I'm noted as the original investor, but John altered the forms to conceal my name. Portrayed it as nameless vet charity rather than his father's lifelong nest egg. You won't guess my next move. I rang my son the following morning, Wednesday, 7:30 a.m. I knew he'd be commuting to his Bethesda headquarters, likely tuned into a business audio show. He answered after 3 rings. "Morning, Dad." "What's going on, John?" "I received your note on the gala ticket." "Oh yeah. Apologies for the late heads up, but the site enforces tight capacity rules. VIP spots are $1,500 apiece. It's a solid value given the spot and guest level." I inhaled deeply. "Son, I just handed you $85,000. And I'm deeply thankful for that funding chance. This will yield returns for us both. Funding chance, not donation, not offering. Funding chance. John, that cash embodies 46 years of disability benefits. I forfeited my leg to gain that." Quiet on the line. Then a breath out. "Dad, I value your ordeal in Vietnam. Truly. But that conflict ended 50 years ago. The benefits aren't precisely, you've drawn that income for ages. It's not as if you acquired it instantly." My grip clenched the phone. "I acquired every cent with my limb. John, let's be practical, Dad. You've subsisted on those payments your entire adult life. This marks the first instance you've channeled that money productively." Productively. Erecting a firm that assists wounded vets is productive. He went on, "What you achieved in Vietnam was commendable, but that's old news. I'm forging something for tomorrow." "Old news." "John, your firm crafts prosthetics for vets. Among various lines, yes, we're varied. We handle tactical comms, battlefield med gear, cutting-edge material studies. The prosthetics arm is merely one part. The top-earning part, $156 million in Pentagon packs. More quiet, extended now. Dad, how'd you learn our deal figures?" "Open data. Your quarterly filings go to the SEC. Listen, I don't like you probing my company affairs. It signals distrust. I entrusted you with my retirement funds, and I've applied that cash wisely. Patriot Tech Systems aims for $23 million valuation next year. Your starting input will exceed your original outlay substantially. My starting input, your funding, your share." "What share?" "You never issued ownership papers. Clearly, we'll sort the specifics post-Series A round, but currently I must prioritize expansion, not docs." I heard his blinker ticking, likely entering his dedicated office slot. "John, I wish to attend the gala." "Naturally. As mentioned, $1,500 for VIP. Budget options exist, but they're rearward. You might not catch much from back there regardless. Might not catch much due to my combat-linked hearing damage. I believe I deserve free entry, son." "Dad, this isn't a backyard gathering. It's a pro affair. The National Security Innovators Forum's Patriot Entrepreneur Award Banquet. Attendees include Pentagon brass, defense suppliers, armed forces heads. It's formal attire. I've donned dress blues previously. That's not, hey Dad, I'm not aiming to complicate things, but consider the image. This honor celebrates my enterprise feats. I've toiled relentlessly to raise this firm from zero. From zero. You raised it from my Purple Heart funds. I raised it from seed capital, yes, but the concept, the rollout, the partnerships, the breakthroughs, that's mine. I've merited every success dollar. Leveraging prosthetic tech to aid wounded vets, applying superior engineering and science to tackle tough issues. That it benefits vets is a welcome perk, but this concerns commercial prowess. A welcome perk. John, I'm your dad. I provided all I possessed, and I'm appreciative. But appreciation doesn't equate to granting you perks at work functions. This involves setting lines between kin and commerce. You tapped kin funds to initiate the commerce. I tapped investment resources. The origin of those resources is moot now. The origin was my limb. Dad, you must shed this sufferer mindset. What befell you in Vietnam was regrettable, but it was eons ago. I'm crafting something uplifting from that episode. Something progressive. Sufferer mindset. You know, John. You're correct. I do need to surpass something. Good. I'm pleased we can. I need to surpass believing my son retains any integrity. That's utterly unjust. Is it? You seized my offering funds and spun them into your victory tale. Now you expect me to pay to observe you lauded for erecting a firm with my sweat. Dad, you're getting sentimental here. This is commerce. No, son. This is kin, and kin signifies something. I must head out. I'm at work. John, what? I'll catch you at the gala. If you grab a ticket, yeah. He disconnected. I lingered for 10 minutes eyeing my phone. Then I placed another call. What he uttered next breached a boundary I never imagined he'd violate. The individual I contacted was Colonel Emily Parker, retired. Emily and I served in Vietnam concurrently. Separate squads, but identical zone. She's handled Pentagon coordination for vet support groups the last 15 years. Emily, it's Henry Carter. Henry, how's it going? Haven't spoken in months. I require a favor and must share something that'll infuriate you. I detailed the scenario. The $85,000, John's firm, the message insisting on payment. Emily heard me out sans interruption. When I wrapped up, the line went silent. Henry, are you saying your son is billing you to join an occasion where he's fated for building a firm with your Purple Heart cash? Precisely that. And this firm produces prosthetics for harmed vets. Main income source, Pentagon agreements over $100 million yearly. Good Lord, Henry. Emily never holds back. What action do you seek? I'm attending that gala, ticket or no. The Pentagon Event Center boasts tight security. Henry, you can't stroll in. I'm not sneaking. I'm making a statement arrival. What sort? I approached my closet, extracted the dress uniform stowed since my retirement right 26 years prior. Navy blue wool with gold trim, medals aligned flawlessly, Purple Heart, Bronze Star, Combat Infantry Badge. The sort of arrival that recalls true offering. Henry, ponder this thoroughly. Going open with this account will ruin your bond with your son. Emily, my son wrecked our bond when he deemed my offering worth a $1,500 fee. This will get ugly. Fine. It ought to be ugly. Certain matters warrant ugliness. I used the day's remainder prepping. Not for battle. I've seen ample battle for one life prepping for reckoning. First, I assembled all possible proof. Transfer slips, the 1971 disability verdict letter, health files detailing my wounds, John's firm setup papers, the Forbes write-up calling him self-made. Then I performed a task absent since retirement. I shined my dress uniform. The navy blue coat still suited, albeit snug at the waist. The medals stayed in position. Purple Heart leading, Bronze Star beside. 37 years of duty shrunk to tiny fabric swatches. I eyed my reflection. Silver-haired gent in vintage garb, absent left leg swapped for state-provided titanium and polymer. 67 years old and still battling. But this wasn't battle. This was honesty. The gala loomed Saturday evening. Formal affair at the Arlington Defense Club. 500 guests, encompassing active generals, defense vendors, and press reps. C-SPAN aired live. Ideal. I phoned John once more Friday afternoon. Offered one final opportunity. Dad, I stated already $1,500 for VIP. John, I'm pleading as your parent to rethink. I'm responding as a pro to honor my limits. Suppose I mentioned I held key info for the crowd? Dad, this isn't your occasion. This is my evening. Constructed with my funds. Constructed with capital I've grown 27-fold. I desire presence when you claim that prize. Then acquire a ticket like others. All right. I ended the call and redialed Emily. One additional favor needed. What type? I need you to contact folks. Pentagon Media Desk. Perhaps your vet advocacy links. Alert them a compelling tale might unfold at tomorrow's gala. Henry, what's your scheme? I'm scheming to join my son's prize event with a ticket. With a narrative. Saturday night, I donned the dress uniform after 26 years. Secured the medals correctly. Fastened the Purple Heart to the chest. I glanced in the mirror once more. The figure returning my gaze wasn't the shattered vet who'd yielded all to his son. This was Staff Sergeant Henry Carter, United States Army, 1st Infantry Division. This was the soldier who'd crept amid faux shots to rescue his radio operator. The one who'd sacrificed his leg shielding his comrades. The one who'd gathered disability benefits for 46 years with respect and honor. John had overlooked his father's identity. Tonight, he'd recall. I chose a path that would alter all. The Arlington Defense Club resides near the globe's biggest office structure. Saturday night, the lot brimmed with dark premium cars and limos. Gents in tuxes and ladies in gowns proceeded to the entry under glaring security beams. I maneuvered my 20-year-old Honda Civic between a Mercedes and a BMW. The motor clattered on shutdown. I paused there briefly, observing the defense sector upper crust flow to the venue. These were John's circle now. Tycoons and commanders and Pentagon buying agents, folks who decide on $100 billion arms setups over drinks and chit-chat. I fixed my tie and exited the vehicle. The dress uniform attracted glances right away, not for oddity. Many ex-military joined such gatherings, but because it was dated. The style hailed from another time. The medals had dimmed from storage years, and there was that clear vacant left pant leg, tucked and ironed smooth. I advanced to the primary door with maximum poise. The prosthetic clicked faintly per stride, a noise I'd tuned out ages ago. Evening, sir. The youthful Marine sentry appeared sharp in his dress blues. Your invite, please. I lack one. Sir, private function. Invite required. I'm Henry Carter. My son John receives an award this evening. The Marine scanned his device. Sir, John Carter appears on the roster, no guest. Bought a separate ticket? No. A queue of elegantly clad visitors formed behind. I caught whispers, phone checks, accessory tweaks. Sir, regretfully, no entry sans valid ID. Son, Purple Heart holder here. I get that, sir, respect your duty, but security falls to me. A tux-clad man advanced. Mid-50s, silvering locks, assured stance. Issue here. The Marine stiffened. No issue, General Thomas Reed. Just checking IDs. General Thomas Reed eyed me, noting the worn uniform and absent leg. Vet. Vietnam, 1st Infantry. Which outfit? 2nd Battalion, 16th Infantry. His face eased a bit. The Rangers. Tough unit. He addressed the Marine. What's the problem, Corporal Adams? Sir, this man lacks an invitation or ticket. General Thomas Reed glanced back at me. Who are you here with? My son, John Carter. He's getting the Patriot Entrepreneur Award this evening. Ah, Patriot Tech Systems. Talented young leader. He stopped briefly. Why no ticket? This was the critical instant. The point where I could retreat politely or stick to my chosen course. Because my son thought I should fork over $1,500 to see him praised for creating a firm using my Purple Heart disability funds. The general's brows lifted. Behind me, the chatter in the queue hushed. Excuse me, what? $85,000, General. My full disability reserve wired to his business 3 days back. Yesterday, he messaged me the fee for tonight's meal. General Thomas Reed eyed the Marine Guard, then me. Corporal Adams, move over. He leaned nearer, softening his tone. Mr. Carter, that's a grave claim. It's a grave matter. Got any proof? I dipped into my jacket and drew out a manila folder. Wire receipt, message printouts, screenshots, firm setup papers. The general scanned the items without handling them. This isn't the spot for kin quarrels. No, sir, it isn't. But evidently, it's the venue for my son to be celebrated for what he forged with my offering. You're placing me in a tough spot. You're in a simple spot, General. I'm the one who surrendered his leg for this land and his nest egg for his son. All within a week, as it happens, more folks had assembled behind us. I caught murmured talks, the subtle noise of devices starting to capture footage. General Thomas Reed decided. Corporal Adams, guide Mr. Carter to the visitor services counter. Check for any available spots to buy. Sir, all spots are taken. Then locate him a seat someplace. This individual merited entry here. I trailed the Marine Corporal through the foyer to a counter labeled Event Management. Behind us, I overheard General Thomas Reed clarifying the scenario to incoming attendees. The event manager was a youthful lady in navy dress uniform. Mr. Carter, I hear you require a seat for tonight. Yes. Regrettably, we're full, but I can arrange a chair by the rear wall. You'll view the podium, though audio might not be crisp. That works. No fee for the extra spot. Thanks. She gave me a temp pass labeled visitor and gestured to the grand hall. The mixer is ongoing. Meal starts at 7:30. I attached the pass to my uniform coat and proceeded to the hall door. The gathering was lively. 500 folks in elegant attire, grasping wine stems and tiny snack dishes. Talks on defense deals and funding allotments blended with chuckles and the tinkling of stemware. I surveyed the space for John. I spotted him close to the front, encircled by a modest group of fans. He sported a pricey tux, likely more than my monthly stipend, and clutched a tumbler of what seemed like premium scotch. He was narrating a tale, waving his spare hand as his listeners tuned in closely. From afar, I couldn't catch the details, but I saw their looks. Esteem, awe. Triumph drew its own magnetic force. Guards figured they could halt me, but they overlooked a key element. I strode across the hall toward my son. The discussions nearby persisted, but I saw some folks eyeing my uniform. The difference stood out, their contemporary formal outfits versus my worn military dress garb. John noticed me nearing from about 20 feet. His grin wavered briefly, then reappeared. He muttered to his associates and stepped aside. "Dad, you made it." I said I would. "Looks like you got in." General Thomas Reed assisted. John's gaze flicked to the room's rear, likely seeking the general. "Fine. That's fine. Pleased you're present. Are you?" "Sure. This is huge for me." We lingered there momentarily, parent and offspring, amid a chamber of outsiders. The buzz of chatter and clinking glasses swirled around, yet it seemed we occupied a pocket of awkward quiet. "You appear sharp in the uniform, Dad. I deserved to don it. I realize that. Do you?" John shifted his stance. "Dad, can we skip this now? This is my evening. Forged with my funds. Forged with seed money, I've expanded into something major. Employing tech to assist injured vets. Harnessing breakthroughs to address critical challenges." I glanced about the space. Defense suppliers, Pentagon execs, armed forces leaders, all here to toast my son's victory. "John, do any of these individuals know your startup cash's origin? They know I obtained private backing from vet-linked channels. That's not equivalent. It's truthful. It's deceptive. Dad, please. Not now. Where else? Your workspace. Your residence. When do we discuss the facts? No need to discuss. It's history. 3 days back isn't history." John scanned anxiously. Some were noting our exchange, though distant for words. "Dad, you're unsettling folks." "Fine. This is a work setting. This is a kin issue." "No, it isn't. Tonight, this is enterprise. Your enterprise was forged with my sweat." John's expression stiffened. "Dad, drop this." "Drop what?" "That you grabbed my benefit funds and wove them into your triumph narrative. I grabbed seed capital and created something vital. You grabbed your parents' offering and wiped him from the narrative. I wiped nothing. You omitted me in chats. My private affairs stay apart from work wins. Your work wins began with my private offering. John checked the room once more. More observers now, attempting subtlety. Dad, if you can't back me tonight, perhaps depart. Back you? Yes, back my win. I already backed your win. $85,000 value. And I'm thankful for that funding prospect. It wasn't a funding prospect, John. It was a parent yielding all he owned to his son. And I've utilized it well. Have you? Survey the space, Dad. See the folks here. This is success embodied. I surveyed the space. Riches, authority, sway, all the signs of accomplishment my son prized. Know what I spot, John? What? I spot individuals who honor the garb I'm in. Folks who grasp offerings meaning. Dad. Folks who'd be appalled knowing you billed your Purple Heart Dad $1,500 to view you praised for forging a firm with his benefit funds. John's complexion blanched. You wouldn't what? Wouldn't humiliate yourself so? Humiliate myself. This is my evening, Dad. My feet, you can't steal that. I gazed at my son. Truly gazed. Lavish tux. Assured pose. Victory beaming from him. He had one final shot to act right. John never seized that shot. Over dinner, as I perched on my collapsible seat by the rear wall, I observed my son navigate the space. He shifted from group to group, clasping hands and taking kudos, the ideal portrait of triumph. I consumed my poultry meal quietly, overhearing talks on defense pacts and Pentagon allocations. No one joined me. The collapsible seat branded me an outsider, unfit for elite spots, but I caught all. At 8:15, the agenda kicked off. General Thomas Reed ascended as MC. Ladies and gents, welcome to the National Security Innovators Forum's yearly Patriot Entrepreneur Awards. Claps echoed through. Tonight, we salute top feats in defense breakthroughs and vet aid. Our honorees embody peak American creativity and loyal duty. More claps. This year's Patriot Entrepreneur of the Year has erected one of the quickest expanding vet aid firms nationwide. Patriot Tech Systems has transformed prosthetic tech for harmed warriors while upholding supreme quality and breakthrough standards. I saw John fix his bow tie and beam. Please greet the founder and CEO of Patriot Tech Systems, John Carter. The space burst with claps as my son approached the podium. Assured gait, flawless stance, billion-dollar grin. Thanks, General Reed, and thanks to all for this amazing accolade. John's voice projected sharply via the speakers. Expert, refined, ready. When I launched Patriot Tech Systems, I held a basic goal. Aid those who defend. Our injured vets merit prime tech, prime backing, and prime results we can offer. I felt ill. This firm was erected on the idea that breakthroughs and loyalty align. We comprehend offering since it's close for us. Close. Each prosthetic tool we produce bears our pledge to superiority and our esteem for the folks who've yielded greatly for our liberty. I began rising, but something paused me. A chat at the nearest table. Isn't that Carter's dad there? A lady in crimson gown murmured to her partner. I believe so. Caught wind of some kin tension at the entrance. What tension? Something on the elder lacking a ticket. They rushed to seat him. The guy beside her shook his head. Poor fellow likely can't cover these on a forces pension. Tragic. You'd figure his son would handle him. I settled back and tuned in. On stage, John neared his wrap-up. Patriot Tech Systems' triumph shows American breakthroughs and values can reshape the globe. Thanks for this accolade. The claps roared, standing cheers. John hoisted the crystal prize overhead like a cup. Post-ceremony, as folks headed to the lounge for nightcaps, I noted activity at the front. John was chatting with a guy holding a compact cam. I edged nearer, hugging the wall. John, congrats on this earned praise. Share the drive behind Patriot Tech Systems? Sure, Andrew, I've always thought our vets deserve superior. Spotting the divide between tech potential and actual delivery, I knew action was needed. And the firm's birth tale, how'd you begin? It's a prime case of American venture. I pinpointed the market gap, crafted a strategy, and gained private funds from Vet-Tide Origins. Standard launch narrative. Vet-Tide Origins. The expansion's been astounding from newbie to key Pentagon supplier in 2 years. We've enjoyed amazing backing from the Vet Circle. Folks who get our aim and trust our outlook. The Vet Circle, not his vet parent, the Circle. Any closing words for viewers? Just this. Triumph stems from diligence, breakthroughs, and fidelity to principles. Patriot Tech Systems stands for American Venture's finest. The chat closed and John gripped hands with the journalist. I returned to my collapsible seat and sat amid the ongoing fest. Mingling, bargaining, Triumph toasting itself. At 10:30, I viewed John conversing with a cluster near the door. One typed on his device. Another jotted notes. Then I caught something that chilled my veins. The dad has PTSD troubles, John said. Vietnam scars. At times he mixes up money deals. PTSD troubles. Mixed up on money deals. He believes he merits perks due to his duty log, John added. It's pitiful, truly. We aim to preserve his respect. The press swallowed his tale, but they ignored what I knew. I exited the gala at 11 p.m. and drove home directly, but skipped rest. Instead, I passed the night compiling proof, beyond the files I'd gathered. I required every link tying my son's victory to my offering. I began with my cabinet. 46 years of benefit docs, health files, finance papers. The initial Purple Heart Award signed by my commander in 1971. The combat health summary outlining my wounds clinically. Then to my PC. John viewed me as a muddled old vet, but I'd self-taught tech for years. I knew research. I pulled every open record on Patriot Tech Systems, SEC submissions, Pentagon deal grants, biz registry from Maryland's Secretary of State. John's firm had to reveal info, all online. The figures spun a tale John never desired exposed. Patriot Tech Systems Incorporated May 23, 2024. Same day my $85,000 wire hit. Startup capital exactly $85,000. Fund source, private person vet benefit payout. That was me, veiled in biz terms, but me. The firm's debut Pentagon deal awarded 6 weeks on $12. $3 million for prosthetic making. Deal specs open. Advanced titanium replacements for lower limb losses like mine. I outputted all. Bank logs, biz filings, deal grants, health docs. By 4 a.m., I held a full trail linking every buck of John's victory to my Purple Heart benefit stash. But docs weren't enough. I needed accounts from others. At 8 a.m. Sunday, I rang Colonel Emily Parker. Emily, aid me record something. Henry, say you avoided folly at that gala. I joined my son's prize event and heard him fib on his firm's creation. What fibs? He informed a journalist his funds from vet-linked channels and called it standard launch narrative. Then told Pentagon brass I have PTSD and muddle finances. Emily paused long. Henry, what next? I want aid recording the facts. Oh. Contact your Pentagon ties, the National Security Innovators Forum, Vet Support Crews. Inquire on interest conflict rules for defense suppliers. What conflict? Where you erect a prosthetics outfit using your handicapped vet dad's payout, then conceal that tie from award-granting buyers. Lord, Henry, that's heavy. It deepens. John's outfit bills Pentagon $43,000 per prosthetic. My unit cost VA $15,000 in 1971. Inflation adjusted, about $55,000 today. So, he's billing under inflation-tuned old costs. No, Emily. He's billing $43,000 for tech that should be cheaper using R&D funded by his dad's benefit cash. You're claiming deceit. I'm claiming he fibbed on fund origins to secure gov deals. Emily exhaled. Henry, this escalates quick. It's escalated. My son grabbed my offering funds and made me his pity case. I spent Sunday phoning. Emily linked me to her vet group contacts. I touched the United Veterans Alliance chapter I joined for 30 years. I called the Wounded Heroes Foundation. Each talk mirrored, stun, fury, help offers. By Sunday night, I possessed what John never foresaw. a host of backers. But the harshest proof emerged from a surprise spot. At 6 p.m., my phone buzzed. Unknown caller. Mr. The 43 staff he fretted over, most secured roles with genuine defense suppliers in 90 days. Evidently, skilled prosthetic techs are sought after. John relocated to Phoenix and began vending business properties. His LinkedIn lists him as an innovator with background in tech and vet aid. He omits Patriot Tech Systems. We haven't conversed since that final call. Colonel Emily Parker advanced to Brigadier General and invited me to her event. I donned my dress uniform again, this time as a respected visitor, not an intruder. The United Veterans Alliance invited me to address their nationwide meeting on pushing for vet privileges. Evidently, my tale struck chords with many who'd felt unseen or overlooked. Defense Technology Review employed me as advisory specialist on vet matters. Seemingly, my background probing my own son lent me trustworthiness in uncovering deceit. I still reside in the identical flat, still gather my monthly benefit payouts, but now I also earn lecture charges and advisory revenue. For the first time post-Vietnam, I sense my background holds worth past my injuries. The finest aspect, I received a note from a youthful vet named Marcus Thompson, Purple Heart holder, lost his right arm in Afghanistan. He'd battled with a faulty prosthetic. After my tale, he probed his own prosthetic maker, uncovered similar trends. Inflated gear, subpar tech, leaders enriching off vet hardship. His outfit now faces scrutiny by 3 federal bodies. The note closed with 8 words that justified all. Thanks for proving our voices hold weight. My son aimed to erect his triumph on my offering while muting me on it. Instead, he showed me that voicing truth on offering is the strongest tool a vet can wield.